Hello, I'm Jonasz Rewiński and this is Military Mind. Armed conflicts, defense and security, land, sea and air. We've got you covered. Overnight Sunday, Russia launched 150 air attack weapons against Ukraine. According to Ukraine's Air Force, the strike package included 3 Kinzhal aeroballistic hypersonic missiles. Now, the use of Kinzhal missiles is considered especially dangerous. Their hypersonic speed leaves almost no time for warning or interception, and their maneuvering flight path makes it extremely hard to shoot them down. They are capable of carrying both conventional and nuclear warheads, posing a high risk of mass casualties and large-scale destruction. As a result of Russian attack, 1 person was injured in Dnipro, where industrial facilities were damaged. The Nikopol area also came under fire from artillery and drones overnight, with no reported casualties. In the Sumy region, Russian drones struck civilian sites. 1 person was killed, and rescuers pulled 3 wounded people from beneath the rubble. Meanwhile, inside Russia, Ukraine reportedly targeted the Saratov oil refinery with drones for the 4th time this autumn. Residents reported explosions, air raid sirens and air defense activity overnight. Flights at Saratov airport were temporarily suspended. Russia's Ministry of Defense claimed 29 drones were intercepted over the region. Officials did not confirm damage, but open-source intelligence analysts say footage suggests a fire in the western section of the refinery, possibly near fuel storage tanks. Now, on the front line, the Institute for the Study of War, citing a Ukrainian non-commissioned officer operating in the Pokrovsk area, reports that Russian forces have likely reduced offensive activity around Konstantinivka and shifted priority toward completing the capture of Pokrovsk and Mirnograd. Russian tactics in the area reportedly result in heavy losses. Ukrainian commanders say that Russian units are attempting to bypass defensive positions and infiltrate Ukrainian lines in small groups. Less trained Russian troops are reportedly sent forward first to draw drone and artillery fire to themselves, revealing Ukrainian firing positions, after which better trained assault units attempt to move in for close combat. Reuters earlier reported, citing security sources, that Ukrainian special forces from the main intelligence directorate were deployed to Pokrovsk this week to stabilize the situation amid intensified Russian attacks. Russia has used a missile which prompted the US withdrawal from a nuclear arms control deal in Ukraine. According to Ukrainian Foreign Minister Andriy Sybiha, in recent months, Russia has attacked Ukraine with the 9M729 cruise missile, the very missile whose development prompted Donald Trump and his administration to pull out from the Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces, or INF, treaty. This is the first official confirmation that Moscow has used this missile in actual combat in Ukraine. According to Reuters, citing Ukraine officials, the Russian army has launched this type of missile 23 times against Ukraine since August. 2 more launches were recorded in 2022. According to sources, on the 5th of October, one of the missiles flew over a distance of 1,200 kilometers, which is twice the limit set for weapons of this class under the former INF treaty. According to multiple media outlets, the Russian Ministry of Defense has not yet commented on these launches. The 9M729 became the main factor in the US withdrawal from the INF treaty back in 2019. Washington accused Moscow of violating the agreement, emphasizing that the missile has a range of more than 500 kilometers and is therefore prohibited from use under the terms of the document. Russia denied this, claiming that its characteristics did not exceed the permitted parameters. However, according to the analytical resource Missile Threat of the Center for Strategic and International Studies, the 9M729 is capable of flying up to 2,500 kilometers and can carry both conventional and nuclear warheads. The launches of the 9M729 missiles from Russian territory are not only part of the war against Ukraine, but also a political signal aimed at putting pressure on European capitals. With a potential range of over 2,000 kilometers, this cruise missile is capable of striking targets across the continent, creating a new level of strategic danger. Military analysts warn that this is not just a new weapon, but a change in the security architecture on the continent. While the international community is looking for ways to de-escalate the situation, Moscow seems to be testing the limits of the patience of the West, both in political and military technical terms. The war of the future is already here, fought not only on the ground, but also in the air. Now, Russian troops are relentlessly sending in drones, aiming to dominate the skies, but UAV operators from Ukraine's 45th Separate Artillery Brigade have turned air combat into a true art form. Their work blends technology, quick reflexes, and intuition. Each mission is like a duel of light and shadow, where cold precision overcomes chaos. When an enemy drone appears on the horizon, Ukrainian pilots usually already have it in their sights. Now, moving on to our next story. In the Pokrovsk section of the frontline, the only moments of silence are during the brief periods between explosions. The intensity of FPV drone use makes it seem as if not even a few seconds pass without another strike. Cameras capture an endless barrage of attacks, precise, targeted, and relentless. Death rains down from the sky, and it seems that no position can withstand such intensity. But there, inside shattered buildings, remain those who hold the line. Ukrainian soldiers don't just endure, they respond, they fight back, they live under constant roar of engines and FPV explosions. This is Pokrovsk, a place where survival has become a form of heroism, and every second of resistance turns into a separate story of courage.
FPV. Нема возможности.
Это
Свистить.
нормально? Я
Да.
принял.
Ох, Выход. FPV.
Тихо.
Андрюх, це по нам? Виїхати ще. Виход.
Розбирають.
And with this, we're concluding this episode of Military Mind. Please stay with us here on TVP World for more latest news and updates.